Pope Francis is criticizing the Trump administration's former policy, of separating immigrant children from their parents who have crossed the border illegally. Francis made the comments at his residence in an exclusive interview with Reuters news agency. That wasn't the only topic discussed. Vatican correspondent Juliet Lindley joins us from Rome. Juliet, the Holy Father is weighing in on the U.S. decision to separate families coming into the Texas border. Reuters quotes the Pope saying it is not just about Trump. What does that mean?
Well, Pope Francis said that he supports recent statements by the U.S. Catholic bishops who called the separation of children from their parents immoral and, quote, contrary to our Catholic values. The Pope says he's on the side of the bishops in terms of condemning the policy to criminally prosecute illegal immigrants and to separate them from their children.
This was a wide-ranging interview that didn't just talk about immigration, but a possible deal on bishops' appointments between China and the Holy See. We've had Cardinal Zen on our air to talk about this. Tell me what the prospects are for a deal.
Indeed, Lauren. So Francis rejects the notion that he's selling out the Catholics in China. They're loyal to Rome. And now let's remember that the Catholic Church in China is divided between an official church controlled by the communist government and an underground one that's loyal to the Holy See. Now, currently, the Vatican only officially recognizes bishops appointed by the Holy Father, and the Pope says the main obstacle is the appointment of bishops. However, in the interview, he says he talks about the talks being at a good point, in quotation marks.
Also, on retiring, we hear the Pope say this all the time. You know, Pope Benedict made history 5 years ago when he resigned. What is Pope Francis saying now about stepping down?
Well, the Holy Father again reiterated that he may one day, for health reasons, decide to resign, but he said, quote, right now, I'm not even thinking about it. Now, the Pope suffers from leg pain linked to problems with his back, but nothing more seriously on the medical front, Lauren.
The role of women in the church. In this Reuters interview, the Pope expounds on that. Tell me what he said.
That's right, Lauren. The Holy Father says he wants to appoint more women to head Vatican departments. Francis says that he feels women are better at, quote, resolving conflicts, which is interesting. And he went on to say that that doesn't mean that women have to become like men in order to be put in leadership positions.
Juliet Lindley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican correspondent. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Lauren.